Boots on the ground and boats in the water this morning. Family and friends fiercely search for a missing loved one after a boat capsized in an Arklatex lake. We'll tell you what happened and where. Texas House Democrats were able to stop a strict voting bill from passing over the weekend, but will it be enough? We'll tell you what Governor Greg Abbott plans to do to limit early voting hours ahead.
Moderna is the latest drug company to file for full FDA approval as infections decrease across the nation. I'm Elise Preston with a look at why experts say time is still critical to get millions more vaccinated.
Broadcasting live, KSLA News 12 starts now.
Happening right now, more than 100 family and friends are searching alongside law enforcement for a missing teen who vanished after falling into Lake Bistineau. Good morning, I'm Adria Goins. That lake is a popular spot in the Arklatex for boating, picnics, and hiking. It's near Bossier City, Houghton, and Shreveport. You can see it there on your screen. One teen was rescued, however, in this incident, but there have been no signs of a second one. We're told two teens were fishing in that area when their boat capsized. Here's a look at the massive response you can see there on your screen. Bossier Parish Sheriff, along with Bienville Parish Sheriff's Office, Wildlife and Fisheries, and fire and medics from both parishes were on scene for hours Tuesday evening. Coming up in our next half hour, Christian Picos joins us live from the Lake Bistineau area where that search continues this morning. We'll hear new details from the Bossier Parish Sheriff's Office on why this is a rescue effort, recovery effort rather, and not a rescue effort. A lot going on there this morning. We're going to keep you posted. Case shootings nearly an hour apart last night in Shreveport and a massive duplex fire. The latest shooting, let's get to that first. It happened on Walker Road around 10:45. Police on scene tell us two cars were shooting at each other near the intersection of Jewella and Hollywood Avenues. The man then crashed nearby on Walker Road right across from the Shreveport Regional Airport. That man is expected to be okay. Police do not have a description of the other vehicle involved. About an hour before that, shots rang out less than 5 miles away on Bethmune Drive. Shreveport police say a woman was shot in the foot. She was taken to a hospital and expected to be okay as well. At this hour, there was no word on a gunman or a suspect. And just down the street from our KSLA News 12 studios, take a look at this massive fire. Shreveport firefighters worked to put out these flames in Shreveport's historic Fairfield district. Firefighters responded to reports of the fire at a duplex, a two-story duplex on Fairfield Avenue and Kirby. This was around 11:15 last night. A couple who lived in the top duplex said they barely made it out with their dog. And two people living on the bottom apartment, they said they made it out safely. There's no word on the cause of the fire this morning. Chilly night turns violent as police work another deadly shooting. This one happening in Shreveport's Allendale neighborhood. Just before 1 o'clock this morning, police rushed to this area right here on your screen to a shots fired call. This is on Ford Street at North Holtzman. This is near Lincoln Park. Shreveport police tell us when officers arrived, they found a man dead in the street with apparent gunshot wounds. According to Shreveport police, moments later, two other men showed up at a nearby hospital with gunshot wounds in the arm. Right now, police are working to learn if the shootings are connected. Coming up in our next half hour, KSLA News 12's Christian Picos joins us live with the latest details on this latest shooting in Shreveport. We sent out an alert when this happened. As soon as we learn more information about this triple shooting, we will post updates on our KSLA News 12 app. The Arctic blasts into the Arklatex. Ice and snow blanket much of the area. As you can see here, several roads across the area are closed this morning due to the winter weather, including major highways and interstates. We have live team coverage for you this morning.
Christian Picos is following travel and traffic. Meteorologist Andrew Brightman will join us in 1 minute with a look at where that snow is right now.
Let's also take a look at the conditions out right now in Texarkana this morning. This is the most impressive shot we have for you this morning. This is from our own Fred Gamble. He's been watching as the snow has just totally wiped out the roadways there. We were able to see parts of it around 4:30, now just blanketing all across the roadways. Dangerous driving conditions there.
Yeah, the accumulation is real out there. And we're going to take a look also at what the conditions look like in Bossier this morning. We're going to go to Jessica Moore standing by out there to look at the wintry weather. She'll join us in just a moment, but we're going to stand by for Andrew Brightman. He's ready to go with this forecast. You've actually been monitoring this all this weekend and going into this morning.
You know what, Tom? This morning, I've been also over the weekend, I keep on thinking about the shade I threw at Punxsutawney Phil a few weeks ago.
I just posted
Boy,
something.
were you wrong.
And how much I regret doing that this morning.
He said what he said.
I will never question the groundhog again. I teased him a little bit saying how could he say he saw a shadow when it was snowing in Punxsutawney.
Good morning. It's 4:30. Thanks for joining us for KSLA News 12 this morning. The rain crept in early this morning for parts of the Arklatex. We're taking a look right now at our first alert live Doppler. You can see more rain coming across the Arklatex as well. The overnight storms caused major damage in one Shreveport neighborhood. This is on Dole's Place in the Anderson Island neighborhood. 2 trees fell, waking up neighbors and causing quite a stir. One fell onto a home with a family inside. They did get out unharmed. The other tree brought down power lines. There are thousands without power in the Arklatex right now. In the next 30 minutes, we'll take a look at the number of people left in the dark. Let's take a live look right now along I-20 at Traffic Street. Looking into downtown Shreveport, you can see the raindrops there on the camera. We're still seeing rain across parts of the Arklatex as well. Today kicks off Mud Bug Madness in Shreveport, which is not far from that shot. And that's where we find meteorologist Andrew Brightman this morning. How's it looking for Mud Bug Madness, Andrew?
All right, welcome back, everyone. Down here at the Festival Plaza for Mud Bug Madness. I'm going to be talking to some people here about the great event that's coming up later on today, but also I want to talk about your Memorial Day weekend forecast. I know many of you are making plans, and some of you.
Did you know tomorrow is the first day of National Hurricane Preparedness Week? Even though the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season doesn't start until June 1st, Governor John Bel Edwards is urging you to get a game plan now. It's never too early. Some hurricane supplies you want to start grabbing include a 3 to 5 day supply of water, a first aid kit, plus hand sanitizer and disinfectant. And for that full list, head on over to www.getagameplan.com. Now, last year's hurricane season was a record-setting one. There were 30 named storms and 12 landfalling storms, 3 of which landed right here in Louisiana. Now, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle is back with me. And Jeff, can you give us a preview of what to expect this season?
Yeah, Kenley, we've actually got one forecast that has come out suggesting perhaps an above-average season. 17 named storms, 8 hurricanes, maybe 4 major ones. Of course, what these don't tell you, these forecasts do not tell you the ones that will make landfall. And of course, that is really the big thing. You can have a season with not many storms, but maybe one big one that makes landfall to make it a memorable season. Or we can have one like last year where we had just so many storms, one right after the other.
All right, well, thanks so much, Jeff. Now, meanwhile, the first tropical storm of the 2021 Eastern Pacific hurricane season formed off the coast of Mexico today. Experts say it's a little ahead of schedule. The first day of that season begins next Saturday. In fact, it's setting records as the earliest tropical storm to ever form since forecasters started using satellite information.